original Scream is dead, make way for the newer, gorier Scream. Which, I guess, is cool for some people, but they're basically saying, screw the franchise, we're doing our own thing now, because it's the new modern era. At least that's what I read into it. I'm Troy from Marks on Movies, and today we're talking about an article from comicbook.com where the new star from the new Scream 6 movie says that Scream 6 will be 100 times gorier than previous movies. You can read the article down in the video description. Before we begin, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click that little bell to be notified whenever we post brand new videos. We bring you new content every single day of the week, whether it's about movies, TV, video games, and of course, pro wrestling. Now, on with the story. Scream 6 is 100 times gorier than previous movie, according to Star. The upcoming Scream 6 apparently goes big on the blood and gore effects, according to one star. Though the slasher film franchise isn't really known for indulging in some guts and spatter, the next entry in the series will seemingly be soaked in blood, assuming hyperbole isn't taking up a huge piece of this. Speaking in a new interview, returning actress Melissa Barrera teased the extended presence of blood in the film. Barrera reprises her role from 2022's Scream, and when speaking about the film, offered some details on how the directors for Scream 6 are upping the ante on gore. Quote, "There was a saying on set because directors Matt Bettelini-Olpin and Tyler Gillette were always asking for more blood and more sweat. They always just wanted more. More blood spritz was a saying because they would just always want more," Barrera said in an interview with Collider. Quote, "With the last Scream, they were tiptoeing and trying to be more respectful to what the franchise had been up until that point, and keeping their inner gory dreams at bay. But with this one, they were like, we're going all out. It's potentially 100 times gorier," end quote. So, any big fans of the franchise of Scream, you probably didn't much care for Scream 2022. I know I wasn't a fan of it because I liked the first one very much. I liked the sequels, 2 and 3. 4 was okay. Obviously, they kept getting more and more corny as time went on, but the one in 2022, and listen, I know that the big hook of Scream that I always liked was that it was very meta as far as like horror films and stuff like that, but this was meta, on meta, in meta, times meta, and I was sick and tired of it by the end of it. I thought it was pretty dumb. And I know, as far as judging from my wife's perspective, she never saw a single Scream movie, so we sat and watched the 2022 one first. She hated it, and then we went back and started with 1 and watched 2 and 3, and she actually liked those ones, especially Scream 1, but this just, not a fan. I didn't like the direction that it went, and the fact that now they're saying, well, screw the original movies. We're gonna branch out and do what we want to do. Make it gorier, make it nastier. We're gonna just ball up everything you knew and loved about the past and throw it in the garbage can. But we're still gonna keep the same IP because that's what Hollywood does nowadays. They take an IP with a built-in fan base, they reap the rewards, and crap all over anybody who gave them the benefit of the doubt, and I'm sick and tired of it, even with horror films. They also just announced that this movie will be coming out on March 10th of next year, and it's going to be in New York. Scream 6, New York, new rules. Yay. I mean, the third one branched out and it was in Hollywood, so, they don't all have to take place in the same town. I get that. This past one took place where the original did, so it even took place, not to spoil anything, but it had some scenes in the original house that the climax of the first movie took place in. So, that was cool. Also, like I said, it was a little too meta for my taste. I thought that it was kind of up its own ass and ruined the whole thing, but this next one, I'm just not excited for it at all. I didn't like the direction they were going with the last one. Also, they're basically doing a soft reboot, starting over, and they've already said Neve Campbell will not be in this film. She was the last survivor girl, whatever, from the first 5 movies, but not anymore. Now they moved on, they got a new one, and great, and she's probably going to be better and more powerful and more capable and everything else than the original girl. Yay, terrific, whatever. I'm not watching, but are you? Please share this video around with everyone you know, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click that little bell to be notified every time we post brand new content on movies, TV, video games, and of course, pro wrestling. I've been Troy from Arcs on Movies, and we'll see you next time.